What if civilizations that never met were trying to tell us the same message? I've spent years reading ancient texts from civilizations that never met each other. Different languages, different symbols, different gods, different worlds. And yet, once you strip away the rituals and metaphors, the same pattern keeps appearing. Not a similar pattern, the same core message. It shows up in texts from India, Egypt, Greece, China, the Middle East, and the Americas. Civilizations separated by oceans, by centuries, by entire worldviews. So what does that mean? Maybe truth was never trapped inside one culture. Maybe it was scattered across all of them. Maybe every civilization saw the same reality, but described it through different human words. And if that's true, then the biggest spiritual secret in history was never hidden. It was fragmented, buried in symbols, broken into pieces, waiting for someone to connect them. And when you do, 5 truths begin to emerge. 5 truths about fear: identity, consciousness, the ego, and what you actually are. And the first one is the one modern life made you forget the most. The biggest lie you were taught is that you are separate. Ancient civilizations kept returning to one unsettling truth: you are not separate. Not separate from life, not separate from others, not separate from the universe itself. Different traditions use different words: spirit, Tao, divine source, consciousness, but the message underneath them was almost identical. What if your sense of being isolated is not reality? What if it's only perception? A wave looks separate from the ocean. It has a shape, a motion, a beginning, an end, but it was never anything other than the ocean itself. That may be what you are, a temporary form of something far greater. And the moment you believe you are separate, everything changes. You fear loss. You fear rejection. You fear death. You fear being nothing. Maybe suffering begins the moment you forget what you actually are. And once that forgetting begins, fear enters the system. What if fear isn't protecting you, but imprisoning you? Fear feels powerful. It feels intelligent. It feels protective. But what if fear is not clarity? What if fear is distortion? Ancient teachings across the world warned about the same thing. Fear shrinks you. Fear isolates you. Fear makes you perform, compare, defend, and control. It convinces you that something is missing, that something is coming for you, that you are not safe unless you become more. But the deeper message was this: fear is not your truth. Under fear, there is something else: connection, trust, love, alignment. Not romantic love, something more ancient. The recognition that life is not separate from you. Maybe fear feels so wrong because it was never your natural state. Maybe it was only the byproduct of forgetting who you are. And if fear is shaping your entire experience, then the next question becomes dangerous. Who is generating that experience? Your mind is not a window, it's a projector. You think you see reality as it is, but ancient wisdom suggested something far stranger. You don't experience life directly. You experience life through the structure of your mind. Your beliefs decide what you notice. Your wounds decide what you expect. Your fears decide what feels possible. That means 2 people can walk through the same moment and live in 2 different worlds, because the mind is not passive. It selects, it edits, it projects. This may be why so many traditions emphasize stillness, meditation, presence, silence. not to escape reality, but to see how much of your reality has been filtered by unconscious patterns. And if your mind is shaping so much of your world, then many of your limits may not be life at all. They may be constructions, habits, stories, interpretations repeated until they felt solid. And behind those stories, something else is hiding, something ancient, traditions warned about constantly. The ego, the real enemy in your life, may not be the world. Two ancient teachers kept repeating the same warning. The false self becomes the prison. The ego is not your soul, not your essence, not your deepest identity. It is the version of you built to survive fear, a mask built from wounds, comparison, trauma, insecurity, performance, conditioning, and because it was built in fear, it constantly needs more recognition, more control, more certainty, more proof that it matters, that voice in your head telling you to defend yourself, to look stronger, to be admired, to never look weak. That may not be wisdom. That may be the ego protecting a story. And the tragedy is this: the ego needs separation to survive. It needs you to believe you are alone, threatened, compared, measured, and unfinished. But if the ego is built on fear, and fear is an illusion, then the ego is defending something unreal. And the moment you loosen your grip on it, something terrifying and beautiful appears. You were never incomplete. Ancient civilizations described life as a web, a living system, a single field of relationship. Nothing stands alone. Your thoughts affect your choices affect others. Your wounds travel through relationships. Your healing does too. That means your life is not happening in isolation. It is moving through a larger network of connection than your ego can perceive. Every action echoes. Every emotion radiates. Every intention leaves a trace. This is why ancient wisdom did not treat human beings like separate machines. It treated them like expressions of one living whole. And when you put all 5 truths together, a new picture appears. You were never separate. Fear distorted your vision. The mind projected your experience. The ego defended the illusion. And beneath all of it, everything was connected. So the real question is no longer what truth is. The real question is, how did humanity forget all of this?